Hi everybody, it's me, Luck Dragon Girl, and I thought I would try doing Disney sketchbook ornament videos for you guys for a little while, just to see how they go. The Disney sketchbook line is really interesting. Let's see, when did it start? I believe it started in 2007. I'd have to check my notes, and I don't have my computer with me right now. And it's just, they put out these ornaments every year, and they tend to run a sale starting about late August, early September, mid-September, somewhere in there where you can get a good price. You buy two or more, usually for 10 bucks a piece, which is great. They're made out of resin. They feature usually popular Disney characters, but they do other ones too. They're really interesting because there's hardly no information on them. I know Steve Thompson does most of them. There's no fan websites really that I can think of. I've tried looking for. I actually do run a photo bucket album that has all the Disney sketchbook ornaments that I know of on it, and there's hundreds of them. I had to find a lot of them because there's just no information. It's really strange because while Hallmark has tons of information, and there are thousands of collectors out there, the ornament values for Hallmark are, some of them you get really good secondary market values. A lot of them stay around or below box price. You know, they're popular, but they're not very good at the secondary market. Disney store ornaments, though, you guys, their secondary market values tend to become crazy. It's insane. Like, they go at least, usually around January, you'll see them go at least double what they were originally sold for. So there's got to be a market for these. And some of them are just rare. You can't find them on eBay. It took a while to hunt down things. And I'm still finding on occasion some ornaments I've never seen before. So it's kind of neat. They've already started releasing the 2017 Sketchbook Ornament Collection. And I'm really excited. I'm trying to wait for Columbus Day because last Columbus Day, I think we as in collectors, because over on Yolog we have a section called the forum called the Disney Forum, and that's where we talk about the Disney stuff, including the sketchbook line. But Columbus Day last year, I think you get the ornaments for about $8 a piece. So it was crazy, and they still had the full line. And I think the first sellout happened less than a week after Columbus Day, which was the Scrooge McDuck ornament. I have that one. He's really cute. Okay, so this one's going to focus on the Disney song ornaments that Disney Store has done. These started in 2014. They did two ornaments. One of them was Rapunzel here. And pardon my Rapunzel. These are made out of resin, so her nose has a little bit of paint loss. This really nice detailed window. And she's looking out the window. That's the button for the song. Lots of flowers. It's very pretty. There's Pascal. So it's a nice ornament. They're heavy. Sketchbook ornaments are heavy, and the musical ornaments are a little heavier too. Hallmark has not done a musical ornament for Rapunzel, so it's kind of nice to see one. The Disney Store musical ornaments in 2014 do not play the melody. They just play the characters singing. And Rapunzel's ornament here is the only one I know of that does two clips of the song. So I'm going to press the button in the back. They're buttons, man. I hate the buttons because they're really tiny. I wish they did better buttons. So here we go.
And so I'll read a book, or maybe two or three. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder, when will my life begin?
Here's the second part.
And I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the walls some more. I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair.
It's kind of weird how that part ends without singing "When Will My Life Begin," but it's a nice ornament. When I bought it, this is the first time we'd ever seen these, and the Disney Store did not offer preview clips on the website. I don't have a Disney Store in my area, so I had to buy it online. That's where I buy all mine. When I bought it, I didn't realize it wasn't going to play the melody. I bought both musical ornaments that they offered at the same time. It was really disappointing to learn that. They have since corrected that, because 2015 they started playing the melody. So this is the Rapunzel ornament for 2014. The other ornament for 2014, of course, is Frozen. Elsa plays Let It Go. This was reissued in 2015. I don't have the 2015 one, but I'm assuming it's the same thing where it's just the vocals. There we go. So we'll press the button. It's got the button in the exact same position.
Time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry.
Of course, being Elsa is really popular, but it was released for 2 years. I think this is one of the easiest ones to find if you want to buy these. So that is the end for 2014. That's all the musical numbers they did. They were a success, happily, so they continued in 2015. We have, what should I do first? Oh, let's do it by theatrical release order. We have 3 ornaments here. This one is Ariel. She also has Sebastian and Flounder. This is in the grotto, and there's really cool purple iridescent glitter on it, which is really neat. That's a color of glitter you don't see on ornaments very often. It's very well done. Sculpt's really nice on this ornament. The button for this one's hidden on the bottom. It's right here. There we go. Hallmark, of course, has done an ornament that celebrated the 25th anniversary of this movie that played part of your world, and their sculpt is phenomenal. Very expensive to buy on the secondary market. This one, I never see this one really come up that often. I can't tell you how much it's worth. So, I don't know. But in 2016, they did another ornament. I believe it plays the exact same part of your world. But it is Ariel coming up out of the water onto the rock. So it's sort of like the reprise version. Well, I mean the reprise scene, but it's the part of your world. This fits the song better in my opinion, and the sculpt's just phenomenal. Oh, that one looks pretty good. It has waves coming up. I think her face looks better on this one. So I'm very happy with this one. I didn't bother to get the 2016 version. Okay, so you probably can see the next ornament I'm going to do right here. This is the Aladdin ornament with Jasmine. And of course, what do you think it's going to play, folks? It's going to play Whole New World. For those who know of Frozen and Let It Go, A Whole New World was to the 90s what Let It Go was to the 2010s. Huge song, probably one of their biggest hits. I think it was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, of the 90s. Colors of the Wind for Pocahontas may have been bigger, but I still think this was the #1. So it's a very popular song to 90s kids like me. Here we go. This is the exact segment of the song that Hallmark uses on their ornament. I have learned since posting my haul video when I blasted that ornament that what Hallmark used was the Broadway vocals. So I'm sorry. I wasn't disparaging the singers. Like I said, the singers did a great job. I think I said that. I I love Broadway. I'm a huge Broadway fan. I've got some Broadway books over to my right that I'm looking at right now. There they are. I have some Broadway soundtracks. I actually got the Anastasia soundtrack. When did I get it? About a month ago when it was released. So, yes, Anastasia's on Broadway now, with a lot of changes. But anyway, so I feel a little better knowing it's Broadway vocals, but it still bothers me because your tribute is to the movie, the animated movie. So use the animated movie's soundtrack, you know? I highly encourage Hallmark, though, to do a Disney Broadway series. I would be all over that, honey. I would love to see that, but it would have to be based on the Broadway, as in the Broadway costumes and all that, not the animated characters. So you're saying it's the 25th anniversary of the movie, but you're doing a Broadway musical that's not very old. I don't even know when that musical came out. It's one of the Disney soundtracks I don't own, the Broadway soundtracks. Granted, though, I only own 2, so yeah. I've never listened to it. I did, after reading about that, I did check out the Broadway version of Whole New World, and yeah, it's the Broadway soundtrack. Step up from the karaoke CD cover of Do You Want to Build a Snowman that they used last year. So that was atrocious. Alright, so there's one more, for 2015. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Probably am. I tend to ramble. So we have a Tangled ornament. This is Flynn Rider and Rapunzel. This sculpt, not with the base down here, but the boat. Holy cow, it's one of those really ridiculously expensive sculpts from Sketchbook Ornament. It was probably selling for about $150 before this ornament came out. And collectors rejoiced. We were all excited, like, yay, we can get that sculpt without having to pay outrageous prices. Yes, so we were really happy about that, because they do occasionally reissue. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. I want to keep my hand back here. They do reissue sculpts sometimes. This is an example. So here we are, Flynn Rider and Rapunzel. I think her braid looks really weird here. It starts out really thin, that gets absolutely huge. There's Pascal down there. The boat's got really nice paint detail, but of course it's going to sing I See the Light. With the ones that have the melody, starting in 2015, you can see where it gives credit to the music and the lyricist on the ornament. Because the other ones didn't do that, did they? No, they didn't. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so that is the Tangled 2015 ornament. We're going to move on to 2016. 2016, like I said, there was a Little Mermaid ornament that I don't have because it's basically the same sound clip as far as I know. Again, they don't put the previews on there, which I wish they did, because they do that for several of their items, but not for these. So here's one. This is the hardest one to find out of, don't drop it, of the 2016 musical ornaments. So, hold on one second. Oh, okay. Never mind. So something was on it. But it's the Beauty and the Beast one. Belle. And it's going to sing part of Belle, of course. And I probably should have looked up secondary market values for these, but it's all subjective, so it's not the easiest one to find. It's not the most expensive Beauty and the Beast ornament. I think the Beast in the Bathtub is the ridiculous one. Oh, and the Enchanted Rose live action, which I need to show you that ornament too. That is an amazing ornament. Sold out really quickly. I thought it was overpriced too. I was like, okay, I kind of don't mind it as much now. I've got, how did I get tree, oh golly, really? Okay. This ornament I think did need at least one more sheep in it just to make a thing. And look, her book's blank. But last year, of course, being the 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and the Beast was featured in the line. They had she was the princess of the year's Art of Belle. The year before that was Art of Jasmine, so of course that's why you had the Jasmine Aladdin. Then the year before that it was Art of Aurora. I think Art of Ariel was before that, but that was before they really started doing that for the sketchbook thing, tying it in. I feel like that's right though. This year's Art of Snow White. So, and wait till you see the deluxe sketchbook set that Belle got. I'm going to do a video of that for you guys. So, yeah. The sketchbook obsession is almost as bad as the Hallmark obsession, if not slightly worse. We've got a few more 2016 ornaments to go through. Next one, holy cow, here we go again. I really hope Rapunzel does not make an appearance this year, unless they're going to do something different. I want to discuss what I'd like to see them do with these musical ornaments, but this is another Rapunzel ornament. This is a horrible, horrible paint job on her face. Her eyes are way too high. And I'm not a huge fan of the sculpt. It's okay. I get it. It's part of the character, but this is going to do, it actually has a different part of the song, I believe, and it does have the melody, so that's why I got it.
Polish wax, do laundry, and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15. So I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new things into my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook it basically. Just wonder when will my love begin?
Okay, so at least you have the melody with this one. I don't know, I don't see that, this one show up on eBay a lot. I'd like to say it does this on the lower end, but I don't really remember because I don't look for the musical ornaments because I have all of them except for the reissued Frozen and the newer Ariel. So, these next two ornaments, which are the last ones in the video, I know for a fact that one was definitely been reissued and feel like the other one is being reissued. So let's start with this one. This is Moana, of course, because Moana was released last year. This one is already showing up on Disney Store European sites. So I feel like she's been reissued for 2017 because I think it mentions the 2017 charm, which the charm is this little piece here. It has the year on it. They used to do it right at the beginning, then for several years they didn't put charms, and now they're back to doing that. They've done it for several years now. So she plays How Far I'll Go.
See the light inside the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. The wind might sail on the sea behind me. One day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go.
One thing you'll notice about the Disney Store sketchbook ornaments versus a Hallmark musical ornament, they have to have a big base to hide the musical pieces in. So there's always some chunkier aspect to them versus a normal sketchbook ornament as well. So that's the Moana one. I believe it'll be reissued. It's not on the US website yet. The next ornament should already be on the US website. It is the Elena of Avalor. Avalor, how do you say it? I've never seen the show. I bought it because it's a musical ornament. What can I say? As a Disney princess, even though she doesn't fit the requirement for Disney princess because she's never had a movie, and that was one of the requirements. They must have changed the requirements. So here she is. It's not showing up very well. Oh well. So she plays My Time, which I don't know the song, but this is probably the song. So there we go. One of my cousin's daughter saw this one on my tree and just was like, Elena, she knew exactly who it was. And once she learned how to play it, which I was impressed, she several times snuck off to the tree and played this ornament once she learned where the button was. It did not take her long. So, and if you notice when I'm talking about my family, I never mention their names. I don't even know if I've ever mentioned my name on this channel. That's for their privacy, because they probably don't want to be called out on a video. So that's why I don't do that. I'm going to try to do more sketchbook ornaments videos, you know, besides the Hallmark. Break it up a little bit, see some other interesting things. I feel like we're going to see, well, I mean, we've already seen this one coming out this year. I feel like we're going to see Moana coming out since she's on the European websites. I would not be shocked if they reissued the Aladdin ornament, which they do, and if you like that one, I would buy it because it's already about $50 for that one on eBay. I don't know what else we'll see. With Snow White being the princess of the year, we might get a Snow White ornament that sings. That's the hope. But I really want to see them do a non-princess movie ornament. Come on. Jiminy Cricket, When You Wish Upon a Star. Come on. Somebody do that ornament. I don't know why no one's done that. Even Hallmark hasn't done that song yet. Dang it. Yeah, I would love to see some villain songs. You imagine Scar, Be Prepared. Yeah, there's another thing. I cannot picture them going through, let's see, when Lion King came out, 94? Oh shoot, yeah, that's coming up. I cannot picture them in 2019 not doing a Lion King musical ornament. It's not a princess movie, but come on now. You know you're going to do it, Disney. So maybe we'll see some more things. I would love to see Peter Pan. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. There's a lot of stuff they could do. There's a lot more they could do besides princesses. And I just want to see them break out of this. Hallmark doesn't always do princess song ornaments. And I understand the princesses are very popular. They're some of the biggest money makers for Disney in terms of merchandising. And their movies just historically do better than some of the other movies. That's not to say they always do. There's a few princess movies that haven't done as well, but for the most part, they do well. Like, no, maybe there's not. I guess Princess of the Frog's the one that has, even though I love Princess of the Frog, I'd be fine with an almost there ornament. But we'll see what they do. So check out DisneyStore.com. If you don't have a Disney store near you, it's a great place to order them from. One benefit is that they do come boxed in the foam insert and everything, versus in the store where they're loose on just a hang tag. So that's the benefit of it. You can get great deals sometimes. Just keep watching and you'll catch a sale. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. That does help me to know if you guys are enjoying the videos. It really does. Because without likes, comments, and subscribes, I'm just like, no one cares. Don't want to bother. It does take a bit of time to film these, and I do tend to ramble. I'm looking at this thing, counting down the minutes, and I'm going, ugh. So, anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate your kind comments when you do comment, and I appreciate your support. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!